You're listening to the Sans Pants Network.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Plumbing the Death Star. I'm Joel.
I'm Jackson.
And I'm also Joe.
And Plumbing the Death Star is a pop culture comedy podcast that asks the important questions like, could you handle seeing two dogs eat spaghetti a la Lady and the Tramp?
So I watched Lady and the Tramp on the weekend.
Yeah.
And
Happy weekend. TGIF, am I right, fellas?
TGIW, thank God it's weekend. Hey, brother, TGIW. You know what they say? Thank God it's weekend.
God, it's weekend. Woo.
Yes. So, and I came away with some. So, obviously, there's the famous scene in Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Where Lady,
Yeah.
the dog from a house, and Tramp, the dog from a street, they share a delicious bowl of spaghetti at the back of an Italian
gonna
restaurant
ask-
named Tony's.
Yeah, is it just Titanic?
Sorry?
Is it just like the thing? It's like, oh, rich family and poor family, they never
I'll
be
give. Do you want the
together.
premise of Lady and the Tramp? Let me give you
Yeah.
a quick rundown of the plot. Lady is a dog. Shut up! Whoa! Shut up!
What's Tramp?
Also a dog.
Oh,
my
fuck.
God.
Lady is a dog, and she lives in a very fancy
Yes.
house with two owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day she gets a collar. This is very exciting, and she gets they register her.
Yeah.
She shows off a collar. She's very happy. She loves being a dog.
She
loves
loves
being a dog. She loves her owners.
Yeah.
She's having a wonderful time.
Love
Yeah.
having color.
But
she
then-
love having
Does-
being owned by a beautiful family.
Does Lady and the Tramp have a bad cat or a very problematic cat?
Brother, it's quite a problematic movie. There's a lot. Any race you could think of. Let me put it this way: the on Disney Plus, Lady and the Tramp opens
It has
with
the
an
warning.
unskippable
Yeah.
15-second thing where they're like, "Hey, some of this is not so awesome."
It's awesome that you know it's unskippable because you tried to skip it. And
No,
I
I
know,
just see that it comes up.
I
It's-
know for a fact that you would have been like, 15 seconds!
Get me out of here! I've read it! Anyway, so Lady, but then something strange happens in the family. She can't understand it. Her owners don't care for her so much anymore. They don't want to go on a walk. What's happened is that her owners have become with child. Now,
Lady doesn't know what's going on.
yeah,
My guess was going to be they got divorced,
no.
but they're with child.
They're with child. Now, Tramp, he lives in a barrel by the train tracks.
Yes.
Okay, and he's a sort of
Living your dream.
He is living my dream. He's a sort of scumbag dog. He kind of fucks around down, you know.
Does he eat sausages?
He
Does he steal sausages
No,
from
no,
the
no. You would
butcher?
think so. He wakes up in the morning one day
Yeah.
and he's like, "What am I going to eat for fucking breakfast?"
Yeah.
And he looks around at all the stores and he's like, "Oh, I could go to DeMarco's, get a fucking sandwich." Nah. Oh, what if I went down, get some French pastries? Nah. Oh, Tony's. I haven't been there in a while. Then he goes out the back and an Italian guy's like, "Hey, it's Butch," I think they call him, and they give him a bone. So he's like he knows everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
he's
he's
a man
streetwise.
about town.
Yeah, he's a man
He's
about
less
town.
about, he doesn't have, say, two owners. The street owns him.
Exactly. He belongs to the streets.
Yeah. Side note, how good is it if you found out that someone was calling you a man about town?
Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah.
My God. Jackson Bailey, man about town.
Yeah.
I think that I know myself so well that if somebody said that, I would be like, they're talking about a different guy. Jackson Bailey, man about town. You have been misinformed about
Yeah.
what I
Mad
do
about
with my
you, maybe.
Jackson
Man about
Bailey, mad about you.
I think you have to have a level of wealth to
Yes.
do that.
You have
Or
to
like
be
a
where
level
you-
of nepotism.
I think
but the Tramp's a man about town.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true, actually.
I feel
Good
like
point.
maybe in this day and age, though.
Yeah.
You just gotta be a guy. You gotta be just like a guy that's out there, and everyone's like, "It's that guy."
He's mad about town. What would he have to do for you to call him mad about
Yeah.
town? Give me like 3 activities.
I think he's gotta have a. It doesn't have to be a daily, but I would say a weekly routine.
Okay.
That involves interacting with the same people over and over again.
Possibly he should have multiple smaller jobs that all feel like schemes.
Or yeah, he can.
Yeah.
He could also be a man that just gets a haircut once a week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What's a week haircut? That's rich.
I would say like a force of personality to like, or wearing a notable clothing.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe a hat.
like constantly wears a hat.
He gets a
but,
haircut once a week, only to then put on a hat.
I love how
But
mad
it
about
wouldn't-
town.
yeah.
Okay, what makes
But
him
it would need-
special?
it would
He
need-
gets a haircut and he wears a hat.
It would need to be a very like special hat.
Like a top hat?
Like if you were driving around or walking around, you'd notice the guy's hat. It couldn't just be like,
you see driving around, you see him in that hat, you say, "There's a man about
yeah.
town," and then he goes into the hairdresser.
You're like, here he goes.
He goes multiple places. He gets his hair cut and he wears a hat.
Yeah.
Man about town.
I reckon he
about
has to go to the coffee shop every day and order the same thing.
Yeah. What's his order?
It could be anything.
Just a lot. I don't think if you're just getting a
you
latte,
can't.
you're a man
Again,
about
it needs
town.
to be notable.
Yeah.
No,
if he gets an espresso and a cheese toasty.
No, because the hat's already doing that.
Oh, okay, the hat's doing
No,
what?
but if the hat's doing it and he comes in and orders, an espresso and a cheese toasty, I'm like, oh, he's all hat.
Yeah, it's all hat.
It's all
The
hat.
hat's 90% of his
90%
deal.
of this guy is the hat.
Yeah.
He's not living life up to he's not living large.
Yeah.
What if it's like a double black?
And
double,
a croissant,
not
and
a double
a double
black.
black
I meant-
latte and a croissant.
No, I was gonna say, what if it's like a long black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a croissant.
Yeah.
Hold the tomato.
Oh, okay.
If you're throwing in a hold or a with, is that
Okay.
enough?
Yeah.
Croissant.
Can I get a
think
long
it-
black with 2 sugars?
Oh,
Yeah,
man about town.
Yeah.
Can I get a long black with some
I would accept.
cold water?
I would accept a long black with like sugar and say a caramel slice.
Oh, what about? I think this is real man about town energy. Milk on the side. Long black milk on the side. Oh, that's a man about town. Are you getting a haircut later?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I love the hat. Anyway, so the tramp,
Yes.
so lady, they have the baby. And she's like, the baby's chill. And they're like, oh, now that we've had the baby, we can give you attention again. But who should come on the scene but this mean old aunt who has 2 racist kittens. Or cats. They're just cats.
Is the Siamese cats?
Yes, they are Siamese, if you please.
And I do, please.
They think this is a wonderful domicile and thinking maybe that they will stay a while.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a quite intense scene.
Yeah.
And I'm fairly certain, if memory serves correctly, they don't actually quite like Lady staying there.
They are very rude to Lady, and they get Lady in such a situation where it looks like, to this aunt who hates dogs, as though Lady has attacked the baby. Actually, Lady is trying to get a rat. There's a lot in this movie about how rats are trying to kill babies all the time.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that was a problem in the
his-
50s.
I think historically, yes, that
Well,
was a problem.
Okay, thank God. Because it comes up multiple times. The
You
climax
don't-
of the
you don't want
movie
your baby to have rat bites.
involves
Let
a
me
rat
tell
trying to
you.
eat a baby. Yeah.
You personally don't want to have rat bites. Let me tell
What's
you.
going to happen to me personally? if
Just
a rat
as a
bites
human
me?
getting bitten by a rat is
Yeah.
no
The plague's
good.
back,
That's how we
baby.
got the plague the first
That's fair.
time.
And it's how we'll get the plague the second time, when you
Exactly.
get bitten by a rat.
You right now, patient 0. Mark my words.
You'll be
gotta-
patient 0 for something.
Oh, yeah. Man, you got man about town energy and patient 0 energy. I
Yeah.
got heaps of patient 0 energy. Anyway, so then Lady, the aunt puts her outside, yells at her, Lady runs away.
Yeah.
Now she's on the street.
no.
What's she going to do? Tramp finds her. He teaches her how to live a laid back, tramp
maybe
life.
you're forgetting a very important thing when she does run away, but her beloved collar
Oh, that's her beloved collar gets torn off.
gets
That's
stuck
true.
in a fence.
It gets stuck in a fence. Now she's naked.
Yeah.
The day she was born.
Yeah.
Hanging out with the tramp. They have a wonderful night. A bella notte, as the song sings.
Yeah.
This is a night, a wonderful night. They call it bella notte.
Yeah.
And it's at this point that the first they visit the zoo.
Yeah.
And we learn some interesting stuff that I think is going to be relevant to the question. First things first, they go to the zoo because they need, a lady's got a muzzle put on her.
Yeah.
They need to get rid of the muzzle. And they're like, we need somebody, we're dogs, we can't do this.
Yeah, we're no thumbs.
We don't have fucky thumbs. What are we going to do? Lady's like, let's chat to the apes.
Mm.
And Tramp says, no, too close to humans. They won't understand us. Then they go talk to an alligator, and the alligator talks without moving its mouth, and it's really scary. They're like, alligator, can you help us? And he goes, and he doesn't close his mouth, and this horrible echoey voice is like, come closer. And then they run away from the alligator, and in the end, a beaver helps them out.
Hell yeah.
Then they
How does a beaver get the muzzle off?
Yeah, a little pause.
So they go to the beaver,
Yeah.
and the beaver's got this log. You
Yeah.
understand? He's trying to build a dam.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking beaver.
Yeah,
Beavers
dude.
love
Beavers
to
love
build
build
dams.
dams.
But he's one beaver. I don't know where the other beavers are.
Yeah, the
And so he's got
sleeping.
this huge log.
That's what I love about beavers. Have you ever seen that, like, I guess it's like on YouTube, maybe,
Yeah.
where someone was just like, I tried to rescue a beaver, and unfortunately, this beaver, it loved to build
Yeah.
dam, and it loved to gnaw. So anything where there's, like, the potential of running water, or
Yeah.
anything like drywall where there's, like, studs behind, like, just chews through it, tries to, like, dam up a bath, God, it seems like a house.
Is that the same one?
Ruined
Where
a house.
I've seen a video where it's just like he's grabbed a bunch of shit, like
Yeah.
pillows,
Yeah.
kids' toys, and he just builds a dam in the hallway.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
because if a beaver hears running water, like biologically, something
Yeah.
in their head is like, build a dam!
Yeah, build that dam. Build
Great
that
way
dam.
to torture a beaver.
Why does a beaver need to build a dam?
I don't know. Put their babies in there.
Evolutionary, just like you got to build a dam.
Gotta build a dam, baby.
And
But
then
build
like
a
dam.
the proto beavers are only like making sweet love to the choicest dam builders out there.
Yeah.
But
And so then eventually,
how do you
for some
evolve?
reason,
Why do they? So what? Why?
we
Beavers
evolved-
are biologically evolutionary designed in
Yeah.
their brain.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
a bit of their brain dedicated
what
to yelling
happened?
at them to build a
Yeah,
dam.
That's like
yeah.
if fucking.
when that thing that ticks over for like your biological clock is
Yeah.
ticking, and then like or something is clicked, like I want to have a
Yeah.
family. For beaver, it's like gotta build dam.
Must build a dam right now.
That's
I
like
think,
if
I think it makes
human-
sense if you think about it like a nest.
Yeah,
A bird
okay.
will get in their head at some point. Yeah, brother, build a nest. And just for a beaver, it's bigger and
Yeah.
far less convenient.
For a bird, it's like
What do
I
they
think
use
maybe-
the dams for, though?
It's like a house.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
like there'll be like 40 beavers living in a big dam.
Yeah,
Like, you know, a
and
bird
blocks
is-
a river.
Yeah, which has got to be so fucking annoying if you're a fish or a fisherman.
Yeah. Like a bird.
I'm
is,
dead now.
A bird is kind of like, well, I got to either build a nest to impress some like lady friends, so
Yeah.
that then they'll fuck me, or like I got to build a nest to like house
Look
my,
after the
look after my
babies.
little babies. Where a beaver might just be like, build dam,
Must build dam. Don't know why.
Build dam for the
Also,
fellas.
Is this true?
Okay.
Probably not.
But have we seen has it been recorded?
Okay.
Where beavers technically charge rent.
Could you elaborate for the rest of us?
So I think it's been maybe
Okay.
where they've like seen these things where like a beaver has a beautiful dam.
Mm-hmm.
And then another animal will come in and they're like, hello, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Could I please use your dam? And then
Okay.
the beaver is like, yes, you may. And I don't know if the beaver is like, you can do this if you give me food.
Yeah.
Or the other animal is like, thank you for letting me use the dam. Here is some food. But it feels like that they're charging.
Do you know
rent.
what other animal it is? Like a snake or something?
I don't think it's a snake. I want
I
to say
feel like a
it's
snake would eat the
I
beavers.
feel like a snake.
Yeah.
Like, can I come and live in your house for no reason?
Okay, snake. You seem like a cool
How
guy.
delicious are you and your babies?
Do we have 40 beavers or 38? I forget.
Hey, we got this new guy that's shaped like two beavers.
He's actually shaped more like a line with two beavers in him, actually.
Yeah, it's like a beaver outline.
Where'd the other beavers go? I don't know, dude. You go look at that part of the dam. I'll look at this part.
Yeah, I'll go search with. I'll take your firstborn.
Okay, dude. He seems like a trustworthy guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
a
know.
chill guy.
He's chill and he's long, which I like.
Yeah, I just want to give your kids like a long hug.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems nice.
Maybe we hide inside the snake. Safest place.
Did the angry beavers live in a dam?
No, they lived in a house.
Did they like dams?
I don't know.
Why would
Norbert and Dagbert? Is that the name of the angry beavers?
Were they actually angry?
They were furious.
Yeah, they were pissed
Or was
off,
it just
dude,
one
all
of
the
them?
time.
I always associate the one without the hair being angry.
One of them was definitely
and the other
angry.
one's like a chill
Sort
Jeff-
of surfer, dude.
Jeff Daniels-esque Dumb and Dumber guy.
Yeah, I think he was. It was kind of one angry beaver, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to say it was some sort of like either like a mouse or something
Okay.
of like that size, and maybe it was like, especially in times where it's like flooding or there's
yeah.
other like problems, and like, hey,
Hang out in the beaver
can
dam?
we use your dam?
Maybe. I don't know. I've got no idea. Here's another thing about beavers I'm not sure is true.
Yes.
That sometimes their big front teeth get rusty. Because because they're so strong,
Yeah.
they have like a buildup of iron in them, and sometimes you get rusty beaver teeth. These are our beaver questions.
Yeah, let
These
us
are
know.
our
We
beaver
don't really have them here.
Yeah, I also
But I really have them. We don't have them wildly here at all.
Another beaver question I have.
We have-
is- I've got a lot of beaver questions.
Yeah.
Is when people are like, oh, the taste of vanilla
Yes.
is actually from like a beaver's anal scent, like gland.
Yeah.
And apparently that tastes a little bit like vanilla. So if
That's
you want
pretty
to
cool.
make vanilla, and rather than using vanilla pods,
You get a
just
a beaver's arsehole.
beaver arsehole, and squirt that into your ice cream or whatever. Which, and I accepted that. Now I don't know why, because surely vanilla beans is
Would be
easier
but
to
maybe back in the day,
acquire. Or was beavers Are there just a lot of beavers?
There were a lot of beavers. I watched a documentary about guys who used to do beaver hunting, like beaver fur guys.
Beaver trapping.
Yeah, and there were beavers fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And then what happened
I guess
to
they
them?
were easier.
We ate them all. We make beaver ossobuco, like the guy does in the doco.
Yeah.
A cool thing about beaver tails is that they store all the beaver's fat. So in the summer months, they're like kind of flaccid and disgusting, but delicious and plump and full of wonderful fats and tallows in the winter months.
Did you really want to eat a beaver after watching this?
You got no fucking idea.
Well, actually,
Wait, I remember this era. Yeah, you would not stop talking about that. You wanted to eat a beaver tail.
It looked so delicious.
What stopped your quest?
We don't really have
I
beavers.
think it would be a big crime if I got a beaver and ate it.
Well, firstly, I don't think we have beavers
No,
in
we
Australia.
don't. We don't.
Yeah, but like, why don't you go on a trip and eat a beaver and make your dream come true?
Well, I would love to do that.
Where do you
Is
get beavers?
eating a beaver
America?
America, I guess, somewhere.
illegal?
Somewhere, Canada, maybe? I forget where the guy was in the doco. It was an episode of the television program Meat Eaters, and he made a beaver
I have my
ossobuco.
little machine with me. I could look up all these beaver
I
questions.
never bring my little machine. More fool me, you know. Well, you look up beavers. I'll keep explaining Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Beauty and the Tramp. So they have a beautiful romantic night, and they spend the night together.
Beavers are one of the healthiest food available.
Oh my God, I'd be like a Superman.
Yeah.
Then in the morning,
It's muskrats. Muskrats live in beaver lodges over the winter. And the
Whoa.
beavers share food. They do charge rent.
that's crazy. Look up
Beaver landlords.
Beaver landlords. Look up if they get rusty teeth.
Yeah.
We're having all our beaver mysteries answered.
Oh, man, imagine little machines. Aren't
Little
they great?
machines, they've changed the world for the better.
Huh? They do.
They get rusty teeth?
Do beavers' teeth rust? I'm just like,
What
the iron
the
in their
frick?
teeth makes them both stronger and resistant to harmful acids that can cause tooth decay.
There you go.
And then there's like some pictures of little beavers with rusty
What
teeth.
the fuck? Yeah, look, they're so orange.
Oh,
That's
they're so
crazy.
orange. Man, little machines. Now I'm going to say it. So beaver asshole tastes like vanilla.
I think if you licked a beaver's asshole, it probably wouldn't taste like vanilla. Although, I mean, what do I know? It might.
Beaver's apparently gamey and taste similar to rabbit or venison.
I like venison.
Well, you probably like beaver.
That's awesome news. Anyway, so they spend the night together.
Yep.
They sleep together. They don't fuck down, but they sleep on each other.
Yeah.
And in the morning, Tramp's like, hey, lady, me and you, we could live a beautiful life together. We could go off. We could.
I can give you all the streets,
Yeah, on the
ladies.
streets. You live in a house that sucks. We could live. Oh my God. And
That's
then
probably a pretty good question, though. Do dogs and cats like living in a house, or do they?
Lady loves-
Do they yearn for the street?
lady
No,
fucking
because-
adores living in a
The
house.
wolves we sort of like
Domesticated,
domesticated to live in the house because they're like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we get a bit of.
I
We get a
here's-
bit of house, we get a bit of bone, and we also sleep with on the floor with everyone there, and it's warm and nice.
Yeah.
I think that dogs love house,
Right.
Yeah.
but I think cats yearn for the street. But cats are dumb, and they actually also love house. They're
Yeah.
just
They part of them wants to be out on the street.
I think cats yearn for the streets, but then they also yearn to be in little box.
yeah, that is true.
And so the best thing for a cat is to be outside for a bit, then go in-house in little box where they're protected.
Yeah. You get lots of open space and then very little open
Yeah.
space. That's perfect for a cat.
Yeah.
Anyway, then lady leaves the Tramp.
Yep.
They're going home. Tramp gets distracted fighting chickens or whatever. Lady gets
hang
picked.
on, what?
Well, they pass by a bunch of chickens.
And he gets distracted.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you ever fought chickens? And lady's like, I don't know about this. And then he's like, it's fucking awesome. He kind of embarrasses himself. And he goes and chases the chickens. And then whilst this is happening, lady gets picked up by the dog catcher.
Oh,
collar.
yes.
Because she's got no collar. She gets taken to the pound. There's a lot of dogs there. There's a crazy scene that I was very shocked to see in this movie where a little dog, it gets taken to be put down. They're like, what's happening? They're like, death row. And the dog gets dragged behind a door. And they're like, that's it. One-way ticket. That's how you die. Then, and there's a song
Does
where
that dog come back?
No.
That dog got
Dude,
given the electric
it's
chair.
so fucked up. So she's in the pound.
Yeah.
They sing a song about how the Tramps had multiple girlfriends previously.
Yep, it's classic.
Classic. He's a
Classic.
dog.
What happened to all of them? The pound, the electric chair.
Well, then, lady, they come and they're like, "Oh, we found out you're registered, lady. We're taking you back to your family."
Yep.
We never, and all of those pound dogs. There's a scene earlier where Tramp saves them from getting, from the dog catching cart.
Yep.
So we know these dogs.
Yeah.
We never see those dogs again.
Well, that's because they all got
they
given the
all
electric
get
chair.
put down.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was waiting. They're like, ending of the movie, I'm like, oh, well, there's ladies' friends again. But, like, we're going to see.
We'll see
We're
it's
going to
Tramp's
see
friends,
Tramp's
right?
friends again, right? Right?
Wrong.
Oh, that's the credits. Bella Notte. Beautiful night. Then lady goes back. fights a rat.
Yeah.
They're about to. The mean aunt calls the pound again.
Yep.
Taking them away.
Yep.
Parents come home. They find the dead rat. They're like, "Oh, is she a good dog?" And then Tramp gets a collar and lives with the family, and they have puppies. The end.
Okay.
So
When does the spaghetti happen?
when they're having their beautiful night,
Okay.
the spaghetti scene is they're like, "We should eat." Tramp takes lady to his favorite Italian restaurant, Tony's. They say we should give the dogs a bone. But then the Italian fellas that run the place, they see that Tramp's got a beautiful girlfriend. And they say, we're not giving you a bone. It's a beautiful romantic thing.
Well, yeah.
Cook the dog spaghetti. And
That's
then
fair
the
enough.
other Italian guy in the kitchen says, dogs can't talk. And the first Italian guy says, they're talking to me! And he's got the most emotion you've ever heard in your life.
Well,
and
he
then they
speaks
cook
to the dogs.
He speaks to the dogs. Then they cook, but he can't understand them.
Yeah.
But they cook them spaghetti.
Yeah.
The dogs eat the spaghetti whilst the two Italian guys play beautiful music. They
Yeah.
sing Bella Notte. And then there's that classic Lady in the Tramp scene where they both get a bit of spaghetti and the dogs kiss.
That's very
Now
cute.
let's imagine the three of us, we were strolling around 1950s, let's say New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wherever it is.
I love this depression.
I love this.
We're a fan.
Yeah.
1950s, you say?
Yeah.
Where the depression? Wars happened.
That's true.
I love not being in war.
Actually,
Yeah.
maybe it's set earlier than that because there's no cars. Anyway, we're wandering past and we
There's
look.
no cars.
Yeah, but there's carts. There's like horses and carts.
But I think horses and carts existed for way longer than you think they
Yeah,
did.
that's true. That's true. Maybe it's like I don't know. Nobody talks about the war.
So it's like the 10s?
Maybe the 1910s. Let's say it's 1910s in New York.
Does anyone have a cell phone?
We're walking past. We look down the street and we see two dogs
Yeah.
sitting in front of a bowl of spaghetti and they kiss. What do we think's going on?
I would be okay.
You seen
I
two?
think I would just go like, did you, hey guys, sorry.
Yeah,
did
what's
you
up,
Did
dude?
we all just see that happen? Did we just see, did they just like gently share some like a strand of spaghetti? And I'm pretty sure they just started, I think they kissed.
Can dogs be
kiss?
in love?
Can dogs kiss? Do they have traditional lips for kissing?
Dogs don't have kissing lips.
No, they got because
They got something. Their
'Cause
mouth
when-
ends.
Yeah.
when people say, "Oh, the dog's giving me kisses," the dog's licking.
Yes, it's true.
So I
Is
know.
there tongue?
No, there's no tongue. It's not a kiss in the French style. It's more like a.
Has that been invented? I found out the Lady in the Tramp was set in 1909.
Okay.
Did they have French kissing back then?
No,
Had
that was
France-
illegal. You could only do that in brothels.
Had the French made their way to America by then?
So like, I'd be very confused because I'm like, I know, like, say,
Wait, when's
when I
World
used
War
to-
One?
It's like the 19 teens.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, 1907.
1912 to 1916, I'm going to say.
That's
So
wrong.
Fuck.
But you don't know how wrong I am.
How wrong you
That's
are.
my saving
I want
grace.
to say like 1917 or something like that.
Well, 1917 is definitely one of the years during the war. Is it
1912. 19.
I reckon it ends in
have
1917.
our little
It ends in 1919, I reckon.
I'm saying 1912 to 1917.
Or are we fucked and it's 1920s?
No, it's not
No, it's 1914 to 1914 to 1918.
Fuck.
Fuck! Fuck! World War II? 1930, 39 to 45, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
39.
It definitely ends in 45. I know what, yeah, World
know
War
what?
One. I don't know what's
To
going
Vietnam.
on. Well, the thing about Vietnam is it went for a very long time.
Yes, it did.
And I think the thing we should focus on is that America lost, and that's awesome.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, 55 to 75. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway.
When was
right.
the Cold War? Long.
When
Long.
did it end?
Long
Yeah.
time.
Like
Great question.
And when did the Berlin Wall fall?
Yes, but the USSR wasn't disbanded until 91.
Yes.
I don't know that the
93.
Berlin Wall is not in Russia, it is in Berlin, which is traditionally in Germany.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I
Yeah,
brought
East
that
and
up.
West Germany. So
Yeah.
I think the Cold War. Anyway.
Regardless, are dogs people?
Well, firstly, I'd be like, what just happened? Because like I had a dog when I was younger, and like you do your little chippy and you put it in front and you gingerly bite it out. And if you got like an extra long one, you put it in your mouth and he'd come up and he'd just bite
Why are
it.
you
were
lading in
kissing
the
dogs?
Why are you lading
There
in the
was
tramping
enough
with your
distance,
dog?
except that one time where it licked my mouth and I hated it.
You're a lady in the tramping with a dog.
Yeah.
Lady in the chipping. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't like when people like being licked by their dog.
No, I hate it. I got
Yeah.
a friend, dog comes over, licks my knees. I'm like, stop licking my knees.
Yeah, it's wet. It's
Like, no, I
gross.
fucking hate when people are like, oh, you're giving me kisses on the mouth. Oh, well, who goes?
What about a kiss on the just like somewhere else in the body?
Well,
That was too vague. Just like the arm.
if the dog just comes up and licks me, I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't want
fair
to
enough.
dog licking.
Yeah.
People sometimes like being licked by their dog. They got that dog brain.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
They've
yeah.
had a dog for too long. They're like, the dog's
No
giving me
licking.
kisses.
No
yeah.
licking.
It's disgusting. Don't let a dog lick in your mouth. Dogs eat human shit. dude.
Yeah.
Dogs are gross.
So-
Most animals are gross.
Yeah, don't let
Humans
any
are
animal
gross.
lick
Don't
in your
make out
mouth.
with other guys and gals because they're
Yeah.
The human
The
mouth.
human mouth's
filthy.
disgusting, dude.
People
my
will eat
God.
human shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd never know who's eating human
You
shit.
never know who's
That's
one of
true,
them
actually.
perverts that are out there.
You don't know. Anyone
know.
you know could be quietly eating human shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Any one of us.
Yeah.
Any one of us.
Traditionally, 1 in 3.
One of us is eating human shit.
Like I'm about to tell a very horrible story. So
Hell
this
yeah.
is,
Alright,
this
I'm
is
buckled
something
up.
that you need. Again, if this is something you may want to skip forward, maybe like a minute
Wow,
or 2 minutes.
it's that kind of bad.
Again,
Content
it's like-
warning bad. Okay, brother, sign me
so
up.
again, I read this on like a Reddit thing about like someone asking like a sex worker,
Yeah.
like one of those like threads about like sex workers out there, like
Yeah.
what's like some of the most like fucked up thing you have.
Okay, so I guess that is probably
is-
the trigger warning.
is a
Yeah,
trigger
you've got
warning.
the fucking.
Okay.
You got the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the setup.
Yeah, it's about for forward maybe 2 minutes. So which is like this person's like the most fucked up thing that ever happened was we had this one guy who was like dressed up like a businessman, like a business suit, everything like that. They
Okay.
would come in and they would give a like an esky,
Yep.
like a cooler pack,
Yep.
and then they would be like, cool. Every time that you service a man, and they come in a condom, grab that condom, tie it up, put it in that esky.
Okay.
And I'll be back at the end of the week. He'd
Okay.
come by at the end of the week. He'd have a second esky. He'd be like, thank you. Give them the second esky. And then he'd take the original esky and then he'd proceed to drink out of the condom the week's worth
Whoa.
of...
That's awesome.
That rocks.
Cum shouldn't be served cold.
I just think, like, did he do it? Was he a man about town? He had
Yeah, man about town.
Wake up in the morning, drink your old cum from a condom, put it in your coffee.
Well, it's just like
Yeah.
it's more because like cum is. I wouldn't say traditionally, but it is ingested.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's true. People
but
do it.
like not at that much
It's-
quantities and over a space of a week, maybe 2.
Out of a
'Cause
condom
want
too,
Also out
'cause
of an
there's-
esky. Eskies, great. They keep things cold, but they're not like a fucking refrigerator.
Do you think he would, like, the night before, take out one of the condoms, leave it to defrost in the fridge?
Well, it's
Well,
an
no,
esky.
because
It's
they're
not
freezing it.
Oh, that's true. Just keeping it cold. Yeah.
And again, if you have like an ice pack in there at the start of the week,
Yeah,
which by
yeah,
the
it's
end
not
of the
gonna
week,
go-
it's
it's
not,
not gonna-
it's not going to last. So it's going to be lukewarm to tepid
So really, you
And
Old
want
cum.
mixed with
latex.
Yeah.
lube. Latex,
And
lube, juices.
Also, again, it's
No,
all
'cause
the
if you-
people that went to a brothel.
yeah.
And like, you don't know the health of those people.
No, that's.
oh no, I drank cold cum and it made me sick. I wonder what
What?
caused it.
I just think, like, how do you get to that point where you're like, I like
This
drinking.
is what I want.
It's like an interesting variation of being cucked, I guess. There's got to be some element of that in there. But then you're like, I don't want to be there for it.
Yeah.
I just want to drink the. I want to be so removed from
Well-
the actual act of fucking.
I
think
like-
that's fabulous.
I mean,
More
yeah.
power to him.
I guess it's probably an evolution of like the type of people that are like, I tasted my own cum and then I started eating my own cum.
Yeah,
Maybe.
because cum is
then it's-
awesome. You know, there's nothing wrong with cum.
No.
But like,
Depends
it's
who, I
just
guess.
like an abstraction from the.
I
you
guess
know-
it is like also like it's very taboo. I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I
there's
shouldn't
a-
be drinking
Shouldn't be
every
drinking-
man's
yeah.
cum.
Yeah.
There's also maybe again, it's that kind of thing. Maybe it's like a bit of a repressed thing as well. If you're like a very like straight laced,
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing,
true,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't let it. Again, the kind of repressed, like I can't show affection towards other men.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the idea of sucking a lot of
Lot of dick
hog,
and
but,
getting cummed in.
I have been in a Western society
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like shut down. You can't put a dick in your mouth.
Yeah.
And to be just like no,
very
I guess
interesting.
this is what I like to do.
Kind of like,
More power.
you know how like,
Yeah, that's awesome.
it's kind of like if like an orgy is a buffet.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go to like a
Like
really.
a Bay Marie.
You know when you go to like a fancy restaurant, they like a really fancy
Yeah.
restaurant, they might have like 9 or 10 courses, but they're all really small.
Oh yeah.
What is it called?
Like I know what you mean.
It's not like a moose boosh.
Like a not a gastropub. I know what you mean.
Anyway, that thing. Anyway, I guess that's
a
equal.
sampling of all the different sides.
Gas station?
Gastronomy? Is that what you mean?
No, it's anyway, lots of little courses. Anyway, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's business manning an orgy.
It's very it's a very interesting thing to think about. I wish him the best.
Yeah.
He knows what he's about.
Yeah, I hope he's still out there doing it. If I found out someone was drinking my cum out of a condom, how would that make me feel?
Still sick.
Yeah.
But that's what to do with my own cum. That's just in general.
That's just drinking cum out of a condom.
There's something about, okay, whatever. We have an intimate moment.
Yeah.
We're practicing safe sex. So
nice.
I'm wrapped up. I come. He's like, that was great. Grabs the condom and then just squeezes it like a fucking Go-Good or a Zupa Duper. I'm like, maybe in the heat of the moment, I'm like, maybe that's hot and sexy and start making out. I don't know. But this is, I'm like,
it's just
this is so removed. Plus, I can't stop thinking about like
the texture.
7 days ago.
Yeah.
It's old cum. That's old ass cum.
An orgasm of time gone by.
Yeah.
Like that's got to be right.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I
would have thought that, I would honestly have thought that, like, condom sitting,
Condom City.
cum sitting in a condom for that long would
go bad.
You get
real
gelatinous or something.
Or just I don't know. Hey, it's your story, brother.
You did this.
No.
Yeah.
Warning for me.
Yeah.
God damn.
Do you think if we were saying before 1 in 3 people eat human shit?
Yeah. That's a true statistic.
That's a real statistic backed up by real science. If you found out one of us had been sucking down 7 condoms, I mean I don't know how many condoms it would have been.
It would have been probably a lot.
Say 30 condoms a week.
Yeah.
Full of cum or eating human shit. Which would you prefer to discover about it?
The cum.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Human shit's it's
on
a
awful scale.
Yeah,
human shit's it's a line in the sand,
I think it's just because of the way our brains are wired, where because we don't have a shit fetish.
Yeah.
Eating human shit is just a confusing and baffling thing to me. Where
I can take the logical jumps to get to sucking come out of 30 condoms.
Yeah.
I would be more concerned. I think with so the sucking 30 used condoms over. I'd be like, dude, why are you doing this in the most unhygienic way humanly possible?
It's me.
gets me off and it's awesome.
I'm like, can't we just look? If you're gonna do this, can we at least give them a mini fridge?
Well, that's nice of you to help me out to figure out a more efficient way to do it.
No, because there'll be other elements to it. Why it would be an esky and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's
'cause I don't
clearly
want it
like
frozen.
and it's like an under the table deal where if it's a mini fridge, then that removes the secrecy of it. It doesn't feel as.
Could you handle me vomiting in front of you while you tell me this?
I think I would feel really bad that I made a friend throw up. Yeah.
Would our friend?
But that would probably make the fetish stronger.
Oh, that's true. It would make me feel more guilty, which would maybe be awesome.
Yeah.
like vomiting, looking up, he's fucking pitching it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta go home.
I've been a bad boy. I've been a naughty boy.
Yeah, I gotta go and go fetch my ass.
Yeah.
Time to go get naughty with these 30 condoms.
I would
30
be,
is also probably
probably an underestimate, really.
Yeah. That would be a bad week at the brothel if it's only 30 condoms.
I'm starting to get a sense of how economically the brothel is doing by how many Johnnies I get. You guys all right?
Only 10. Do I need to pay you more?
I think, as long as if I found out you guys were eating human shit and sucking the cum out of 30 condoms, as long as you were being safe about it, I would be.
This guy wasn't being
No.
safe about it.
But if you would, no judgment. Live your life. God bless.
Because there's a story I remember reading about people who love to eat human shit.
Yes.
And it was they would have basically a shit party where they'd make it out of bake it basically and make sort of a human brownie type thing. I think it was to do with the doctor treating that to be just I'm giving them. Because, all kinds of manners of badness when it comes to, eating excrement.
Yeah, of course.
And so it's prescribing these people, medication.
So that they can counteract the...
And it's why are you doing that and not, just stopping the whole thing from happening? And I think the doctor was very much Well, I can't.
They're gonna do it.
Like, I can't stop them. So
Yeah, of
why
course.
even try?
You might as well just make sure that they do it safely.
Yeah.
Which is a horrible thing, but also at the same time,
Something noble about
that's
it.
something noble.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about the kind of person who's a big fan of Plumbing the Death Star.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got a partner, say, and their partner's never listened to an episode, and they're like, "Hey,
You like Lady in the Tramp.
you it's a very funny topic. Like, how could you respond? You know, they're eating this spaghetti, 2 dogs. It's a Disney movie. That's really silly. That's funny.
We're like
And then-
35 minutes in. We haven't really discussed
No,
this.
and you're listening through, and you're like, "Oh, there's a trigger warning. Well, this people won't be. It can't be that bad.
That bad.
You turn to your partner, you say, "Oh, sometimes they get a little blue. Sometimes it's a little gross." And now
here
you're
we
getting
are.
divorced.
Yeah.
If you need
It's
a
like what
divorce witness,
JD thought the owners of Lady were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Of the episode.
you know, like when you get married, you have to have a witness.
Yeah.
Plumbing the Death Star offers to be a divorce witness.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be
there.
We'll be there.
Right.
Well, okay, so that's
Anyways.
like Lady and the Tramp eating the spaghetti is actually a different scene. It's not just the 2 dogs.
Yeah.
So actually, it's 2 dogs and then 2 guys.
Yeah.
Dressed like they're like chefs.
Yeah.
Playing an accordion and like a little violin, dancing around the dogs, singing a song.
I think I walk past that, I see that, my brain's like, huh. Okay.
It doesn't. I don't.
I sure hope a war's coming to fix this.
Several things. So if we, for example, if we were, say, the owners of that restaurant,
Yes.
because we know this dog is a dog about town.
Yeah, yeah.
And this dog usually only comes by him lonesome, and we give him a bone. And then suddenly we see he brings a friend.
Yeah.
And we can clearly tell it's a lady friend.
Absolutely.
So if there's I can make that leap to be like, this dog is on a date.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the guy where he speaks to me. We're
talking
making
to
this
me!
special. So I would be on that side of the fence being like, we're making this special for this dog. And then the other person being like, it's a dog.
dog.
They're not gonna know. I'm like, yeah, I don't,
Cook the fucking
I
spaghetti,
don't
brother.
care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm cooking the spaghetti.
I'm on the other side of that. I'm like, oh, 2 dogs. And then someone's like, they're on a date. I'm like, they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah,
They're
dogs.
following a
They're
smell
on.
to our restaurant.
Do you? Well, you know, I was going to make fun of you with the idea of being, oh, these 2 dogs are on a date, but you just reminded me of when I was young.
Yeah.
When one day, I was up with my brother, we were watching movies, it would have been like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Suddenly, there's a scratching at the door. We open the door, dog we've never seen before in our life.
Yeah.
Stranger dog. It was
Yeah.
a golden retriever.
Yeah.
And then we knew the dogs in the area.
Yeah.
We're like, who's this dog? The dog just looks in, looks behind us. Our dog Follow comes up,
Yeah.
joins that dog. They leave for an hour. Just Follow comes back. We never saw that dog again.
Went on a date.
And I think he went on a little date.
Went on a date.
I think that
Here's
was,
what
that was a hookup. It was a little hookup.
Here's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dog you've never seen before came to your front door.
Yeah.
That is true. I think that part.
Thank you for believing me.
Well, here's what things.
Thank you for believing me about a thing that happened in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I think, and you have traditionally shown signs of this.
Okay.
You and your brother, it's late.
Yeah.
You're tired.
Yeah.
You're excited by this mysterious dog because obviously you've never seen
It was
this dog
very
before.
exciting. Yeah.
Follow your other dog, your actual dog,
Yeah.
the one you're familiar with, goes outside. Then you get really excited about the fact that Follow's gone on a date.
Yeah.
You don't actually go outside, so you don't know where they've gone.
No, I don't know where they left.
Yeah, they went on a
Yep.
date.
So
It was like
I'm
3 a.m.
assuming
Where are they going? Nothing's open.
I'm assuming what happened was Follow saw another dog.
Yeah.
Both dogs pretty timid. Went outside, stood around for a bit. The other dog walked off.
They left together. You could tell. They were like walking side by side. There was recognition on their faces. They knew each other. You could tell.
This is coming from a man that
could
got
tell.
really angry that his dog wasn't satisfied with a birthday steak.
Yeah.
Didn't say thank you.
Yeah. Didn't
Did he
Ate
write a
it.
card?
Ate it too quickly.
He just wasn't appreciative.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that you just get excited about dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a fair assessment.
So yeah, I think
Follow
I'm.
went on a date.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you also get excited about dogs. You're the man that's been like, they're on a date.
They are on a date.
I'm the man working the restaurant being like,
I need
Make
to get another
spaghetti,
job.
and you're there being like, well, it's coming.
I'm
You've
glad
fucking
it's
waged.
1909 and I can smoke in the kitchen.
So yeah, I think
Probably getting paid like a threepence or
Yeah.
whatever. Oh, it's America.
A dime.
So a dime.
A quarter.
I'm getting paid a quarter on the dime on every quarter. I'm paid dimes.
yeah, so
Pennies.
I think
Yeah, pennies on the quarter.
I think if I'm working there, I clearly have not a lot going on,
Sure.
and maybe I'm like, whatever, I need this.
Yeah. Okay, so the dog's lives is really what's keeping you going. Their date is
I
what's
think
keeping you
so.
going
So
through the
again,
day.
the guy's like, they're speaking to me.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're making this a beautiful night for these two dogs. Clearly, something's going on.
Yeah. He's emotionally fragile.
He's emotionally fragile, and either way, if I'm that person, the emotional fragile state, or if I am the friend of the person, the emotional, I'm like, well, we're doing this for them.
Yeah, okay.
You know, it's like dressing up, a cat or a dog in like a cute little outfit
Yeah.
and whatever that is. And it's like, you're not doing this for the cat or the dog. You're doing
it
this
for you. You're doing
And
it for
like,
you.
look, I'm here to support you. And so like, yeah, all right, we'll make some spaghetti.
Yeah.
We'll play some music. We'll have that. And if we're there, I'm playing them, like I'm playing the accordions,
Yeah.
having a good time. And then they're eating spaghetti. But then if they kiss,
Yeah.
I'm going to be like,
Something I keep thinking about as well is that when they kiss, it's because they're sucking up spaghetti. They're doing it like a,
Yeah.
Can a dog do that?
no,
I don't think a dog's got a mouth to slurp spaghetti.
no. Dogs can't whistle.
No, yeah.
And
there's
that,
no
that is
whistle,
something
no.
that is like you need
That's
to
hard
be able
baked
to
in.
do to slurp up spaghetti.
So I think seeing the dog
I
slurp
feel.
spaghetti, I will be like, I don't know if this is a dog. What have I found? Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. So I think that the dogs just ate the spaghetti. Like you know my stance on this. So I was just looking up 1909 New York vibes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just to see what the vibe in
What was
America,
happening?
what was going on.
I don't know if it
Just-
is New York, but yes.
Well, it's in America.
Yeah, sure.
So I looked up. 1909 in the United
Okay,
States.
yeah, fantastic.
Just trying to see if there's anything that could be like, is it a good year or a bad year? Because if
Yeah.
it's a really good year, they might just
You
be
just you're
stoked all the
riding high.
time.
You see a dog eating spaghetti, it's the best day of your life.
Well, because every day is the best day of your
Yeah.
life.
Oh, yeah.
But also, it could, if it was a bad year, I'd be like, they're just clinging on to something. Like,
Yeah.
if this is set in the 30s.
Yeah, you're like, it's a
You're
Great
We
Depression.
need something to detain us.
But then I'd also be like, don't fucking give
Don't
them
waste
spaghetti.
the spaghetti on some dogs.
Well, we're giving we're making awful spaghetti.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
giving
it's
them the
not
awful.
good
No, but
spaghetti.
we could eat that.
Yeah.
hang
You don't
on
want
a
to waste
second.
any food on them. The dog gets
Yeah.
the scraps no matter what.
But we get the scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog starves. Yeah.
So what was happening, Mark?
Have you found anything?
It was the last year of the Black Patch Tobacco Wars.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But it sounds awesome.
Well, I don't think there's anything specifically.
Turn of the century.
You know. Look, there's probably stuff going on.
The troops returned from Cuba after being there since the Spanish-American War, which ended in like 1898 or something. So
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
been hanging out there for a while.
Well, I guess the broader question, though, right? Because we use the spaghetti as a sort of like a
It's Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday.
happy Abe
birthday.
Lincoln. As a sort of like macro,
Yeah.
or microcosm of the. But the
Yeah.
real question is, the dogs and Lady and the Tramp are people.
Yes.
They are quietly people.
Yeah.
And they do human things.
Yeah.
Now,
Are
if
they-
you witness those human things,
Yeah.
or if you realize you had that awakening,
Yeah.
oh, my dogs behave
Because
a
at a certain
sentient,
point,
effective, sapient, sorry, yeah.
because even if we're just walking by with a guy sort of making them spaghetti,
Yeah.
we're like, haha, they're on a date. But then it'd dawn on me to be like, well, hang on a second. This dog about town,
Yeah.
he came to this restaurant because he knows that we give like a bone
Yeah.
here. And this dog is kind of being altruistic by being like, well, I've made a friend.
Yeah.
And then
There's this-
at
is it-
least if I have at least I can make the connection there to be like, well, this dog knows that he might get a bone,
Yeah.
but his new friend might get a bone.
Yeah.
And it looks like these two dogs are kind of like on a date.
Well, I mean, and also
So
with the
this dog-
spaghetti scene, very specifically,
Yeah.
after they kiss, or maybe just before, Tramp with his nose rolls a
yeah, he-
meatball
he-
for Lady to eat.
So then I would assume that like this is like a behavior of a dog that I have never seen before. I'm like, is the female dog, is she pregnant with puppies? Like, is this
Okay.
a protecty thing where like the male of the species
Yeah.
is now being like, no, you
Like,
need
you need to eat
you
and
need
get
to do
healthy.
this,
And
this, this.
they do have puppies
But-
at some point, but I
Yeah,
don't know when they
but then
burn
it's
down.
kind of like I'm looking at like lady, and it's like there's no telltale sign.
Yeah.
But then again, it depends how much I know about
Yeah,
dogs.
for sure.
I don't
So
know
just
what
be
a
like,
telltale
whatever.
sign of a dog is. I don't know if you show me a pregnant dog if I could tell.
Bit thicker.
Dog's fat. Okay.
yeah, dogs looking thick, isn't it? So yes, I'd be like, I guess like that's a pregnant dog
Yeah,
and
yeah.
looking after it kind of stuff. But like, it's weird how tender this dog is.
There's a lot of intimacy on this dog date. That's
Yeah,
happening.
I
That
would
isn't
be-
facilitated by the two Italian guys.
No.
There's just a genuine level of intimacy and care these dogs have for one
Well,
another.
I guess like if you're walking past the alley where it's happening
Yeah.
and you just like kind of don't break your stride,
Yeah.
you probably think the two owners, the two men in there.
You'd be like, that's funny. They're having fun with some dogs.
They're like, that's their dogs.
Yeah.
And they're
I'm
either
not thinking about
hanging
it.
out with their dogs or they're trying to get their dogs to fuck.
Yeah.
They're filming, like, they're doing like
Filming?
they're doing a thing filmed for, like, a
TikTok or
YouTube TikTok
something,
thing,
yeah.
well and truly
Yeah.
before that became a thing.
What
Or
about-
again, there's not much else going on. We don't have TV yet. They're making a little play.
Yeah.
Here's another human behavior the dogs engage in. So the dogs in the pound, and I assume this is Disney being like,
They
don't worry.
fear death.
Well, they definitely do. But also the dogs. There's 3 dogs, maybe 4 dogs that sing.
Yeah.
They like, woo, 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 and whilst that happens, a sausage dog is basically digging a tunnel out. Mm-hmm. And when they stop singing, like the sausage dog, it's clearly that's designed to cover this up.
Yeah.
If you notice that behavior in the dogs, is that going to make you be like, maybe these dogs are...
I'm thinking just that dogs are a lot smarter than we
give them credit for.
But like dogs are already pretty smart.
Yes,
But-
that's true.
But the thing with smart animals is they're still very dumb.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm seeing this, I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's special dogs.
Those dogs, don't put them down. We're going to sell these to a
Because
circus.
it's like, because it's like, okay, yeah, the dogs are quite
Yeah.
intelligent. They can be trained. They can do tricks, etc., etc. We know that about dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these dogs are doing something to, like, that an extra level. Like,
Yeah.
it's that kind of thing when
It's a
you're like,
theory of mind happening here.
Like
Yeah.
you're witnessing a crow use a tool, and
Yeah.
you're like, hang on.
Like, wait a
this
fucking
crow
second.
knows
Where'd that
something.
crow get that gun?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What does it want?
It's pointing it at me.
Yeah, and I guess if it's like, digging out, it knows not to be here. It knows that
Yeah.
this is like, hang on, it's got to be put down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there is that level of like,
There's something else going on with these dogs. And then Tramp, the dogs know it, which is weird. They know that humans can't understand them, but that they are as clever as humans.
and
Can they
also-
understand? Can they understand people?
yes,
Yeah.
they can understand
So
people.
dogs in Lady and the Tramp are smarter than people.
Well, they just know language.
They
They're
understand what a human
universal
being
translators.
says.
Yeah.
But they're also kind of dumb. So Lady thinks that her owners' names are like John, Darling, and Sweetheart, because that's what they call each other.
Yeah.
Oh, John, Darling, could you get this? Oh, Sweetheart, could you get this? But presumably they have real names. But
Yeah,
Lady's
probably.
never
I
figured-
reckon John and
Sweet.
Sweet.
yeah. It's smart.
Last
smart,
name
smart.
is hard. It's John Hart and Sweetheart.
John Hart, Sweetheart, Ladies Owners. And there appears to be some sliding scale of understanding where a gorilla is not animal enough to
It's
understand
two
a
guy.
dog. It's two guy.
Gorilla's two guys.
But a
Gorilla's two
beaver
guy.
is human enough.
Beaver, yeah, or is dog enough that
Yeah.
the dogs can talk to it.
So gorilla two guy, beaver dog enough.
Dog enough.
Yeah.
Crocodile.
Somewhere in
two dog.
between and talks without moving its mouth.
Wants to eat the dogs.
Is a mods? Is like who knows what's going on with
He
the
wants to
crocodile.
eat the dogs.
wants to
Yeah,
eat
he
the
wants to eat the dogs.
That's the whole point why its mouth is open. It's like,
Yeah.
come here.
Well, Lady and the Tramp, dumb to go
Well,
to
they
the.
figure it out. They run away.
That's true. That's true.
I think it sounds like you're a bit dumb.
No, because they go. Tramp talks as though he's been to the zoo a bunch of times.
Yeah, because he's trying to impress
For him to
lady.
not realize that the alligator will try and eat them,
Yeah.
dumb.
Maybe he's never
He
realized.
knows this alligator. He calls him Al. He knows him.
Yeah, but
Knows
he's
him
trying to
by
eat
name.
it. But then you didn't realize the alligator was trying to eat
No,
him.
I
You
did. I
just-
thought it was dumb that they would even go to the alligator in the
okay.
first place.
Well,
Okay.
they're just like, they know enough to be like, it's a sharp implement.
Yeah.
We need that. Alligator has teeth.
Yeah.
So we could do that. Hey, Al. And Al's like, well, you know.
Hey, here's
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
We're friends, but I will eat you.
I am
Yeah.
hungry. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not a good friend.
Yeah. One of those traditional bad friends.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yes. So there is some sliding scale of understanding, and that makes it weird and a strange ending to the movie that they all end up as pets.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
they're like people.
Well, this is where
Yeah.
the start where you're like, do dogs like being outside
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
inside? Well, clearly they like being inside because they're not wet and living in a barrel.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, you give up.
Tramp loved living in a
I know
barrel.
he loved
No,
living in a barrel.
I think you're
but,
projecting.
He's really happy about
Yeah,
it.
but he doesn't know how good it could be.
Okay.
So sure, he's like, what am I going to eat today?
Yeah.
Am I going to eat this? But sure, he's looking at it and giving it the best possible solution here.
Yeah.
Because he's acting like he could get meals from every one of those things.
Yeah.
So they haven't been down to,
But maybe only Tony's is then they
Tony's
just
is
give
the
him a
one.
bone.
Or it's
Yeah.
the kind of thing where it's just like, no, I do have it good, but then really, like, he doesn't. Like,
He's
got the-
actually got it bad.
Whoa.
so he's got the freedom, in a sense, to choose where he could
Yeah.
go, but
Well, I guess he's always under threat of being put down.
he's always
Yeah.
on the threat of being
So
put down.
awesome.
He's always on the threat of like them not having enough food.
Yeah.
Whereas, sure, lady doesn't have enough freedoms, but she has the security
Yeah,
of
yeah.
being looked after.
That's
so
the
this
price
is
you
why I am pro the NSA spying on citizens.
Now, would you prefer to live under the thumb but live safe, or live in the streets but be shot with a gun?
What? Neither sounds so good.
Yeah.
That's the price you gotta pay.
Would you rather be a dog on the street or a dog in a house?
Dog in a house.
I don't know. I think it's more complicated.
Dog in a house.
Dog in a
Live
house.
longer.
I live longer.
If I get something wrong with me, if I,
that's
whatever it might be.
You get a
say-
bad case of worms.
Bad case of worms.
You got worms so bad that you're like one of those dogs with the worms literally sticking out of its
Yeah.
arsehole.
Yeah.
Like you got worms so bad the worm wants out.
Yeah.
Worms are bad. It's overcrowded. There's so many worms in there. Or even something as simple as like, I don't know, little like eczema on my paws.
Yeah.
If I'm on the street, well, that I am now like mostly worm.
Yeah.
I am worm covered in eczema.
Yeah.
Whereas if I am at least, with owners who do love me and
That's
can
true.
afford
Yeah.
it and spend money, because again there are trash owners out
Yeah,
there. There
yeah.
are people who have animals that they should not have animals.
Like that guy that had the monkey.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have had
He
that
shouldn't
monkey.
have had
Should
that
not
monkey,
have
dude.
that monkey.
He should not have had that.
So, ideally, if I'm living in a house with someone who can look after me, there's a
Yeah.
chance that they're going to take me to the vet, and they might be like, "Yes, we're going to get the worms out for you." But
Well,
there's
give-
also that problem of there's too many worms. We're
Put
putting
the
him
dog down. You're like,
So is
that
it better?
pound's not gonna kill me. Time to
Yeah.
live with owners.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got
So
too
is
many
it-
worms.
So is it better to be full of worms?
Is it better to be
And-
killed by the state or the people you love?
Let's,
Today's real
Yeah,
plumbing
those
question.
worms do love me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it better to be killed by your loved ones, to be
Yeah.
put to death by your loved ones,
Okay.
or put to death by the state?
I think getting put to death by your loved ones, because
Yeah.
they're suffering too.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, if you're put to death by the state, you're just part of the machine.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Put to death by your loved ones, you're making an impact.
Yeah,
Exactly,
they'll remember you.
you know?
You might get a
Yeah.
grave at the back.
I have, like using The Simpsons, Sans Little Helper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a problem that's going to, cause a lot of financial strain
Yeah.
on the family, or a problem for the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I suppose.
Mm.
I suppose that Tramp's choice was a smart one. Then,
Yeah.
in the
So
end.
yeah, I'd go with going to ladies' family who
Yeah.
seem like they are well off, who seem like they
Yeah.
can afford.
They can
some
cure my
nice
worms.
things.
Yeah,
They
he
could
gave
cure
up his
my
freedom
worms.
for security.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing to do.
Sure,
These are
yeah,
things
yeah.
sometimes, sure, like if you're say, I don't know, when you're younger,
Right.
or either personally, or let's just say a nation. But if you're,
Okay.
if you're a young, sort of thing growing up, you value your freedom.
Of course.
You value I want to be able to do so many different things. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to put myself in harm's way. I want to be able to eat a lot of worms without, dealing with the consequences straight away.
It's
Yeah.
interesting that Zamet's dog got worms because he ate worms. I
Yeah.
don't think that's how it typically works, but
Oh, you're like
Yeah.
rooting around in the dirt.
eat some bad fish.
Yeah.
Eat some bad fish.
Oh,
That's how we get worms.
That's how we get
Yeah.
worms. But I think a dog or whatever can, they root around in,
How do bears? I know
Garbage.
bears get really bad worms. You ever seen those videos of the bears where
Yeah,
the worms
fluke
trailing so
worms
far
and stuff.
behind it that it's like 8 bears back
Yeah.
out the
Yeah.
bear's asshole? Yeah.
I thought it was just in dirt and that kind of stuff like
Maybe.
that. Just
I don't
like,
know.
Whatever, man. So,
This is the bear doesn't just turn around and pull it out.
well,
what?
it doesn't know.
Its hand.
I don't think a bear's hand can do that.
A bear's hand can't reach its own arsehole.
I don't know.
I don't think
Maybe
it
its
can.
tongue
I think it
could.
would be.
it's
I think
just
yeah, with
making
its
the
head
loop.
it could. It eats the worm. Dude, imagine watching a bear do that. You'd be like, "You dumb motherfucker!
What the
You're
fuck
putting the
are you
worm back where it came from."
God damn it, worm.
You've
And
reloaded the worm. I hate you, bear.
bear.
You're so
And the
stupid.
bear like, "Whoa!" And you're like, "Oh fuck! Back in the car! Back in the car! It hurt me!"
Run.
Just slamming your keys into the lock.
So as a young pup, it might
Yeah.
be like, well, I value my freedom. I can do whatever I want to do. So
Yeah.
I can eat a bone at Tony's, whatever. But then it's just kind of like, well, as you get older, he's like, well, maybe I kind of value security.
Yeah.
Maybe I value that, like, I'm a bit of an older dog now. And
Well, I don't
so
think,
that
I think for
can't-
Tramp, he just falls in love with Lady, and he's like, "This is the price of
Oh,
of
yeah,
loving
I
you.
understand that as well.
The price of
Sometimes-
loving you is I got to live
and
in
also
this house."
that, again, when you're a young person, you're kind of like, well, I have the freedom to go out and do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to play Nintendo to 3 a.m. in the morning.
It's an awesome thing to do.
Great console.
And then maybe when you get older and
Great
you have
console.
other responsibilities, to
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
maybe
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to be like, well, I have to sacrifice that.
You gotta
I have
settle
to
down.
sacrifice those, those freedom to play Nintendo to 3 a.m. to like live in a shelter.
I don't know. I think that the all of the Tramp's friends who were put down will haunt him
Yeah.
because the Tramp
Why
saves.
have you done this?
Because in the beginning of the movie, he saves them from the
Yeah.
dog cart.
Does
But then
Tramp
what-
know? Does Tramp know what happened?
Well, because I think
Because now Tramp is out of sight, out of mind. Now Tramp is out living in a big mansion.
I think he was dating one of them at one point. Surely he was friends with these people.
Yeah, I
but
think if
now
I-
where's he? But now he's not going out anymore, right? They're
Well,
kind
he's
of
not allowed.
Sort of contained to the.
I think-
So really, how could he find out that information? Unless a bird.
Well,
does it.
I would hope my friends would come and visit me.
Yeah,
But
I
if
think
they didn't for long enough, I'd be like, oh, I bet they got put down.
I think
Damn
if I found out that one of my exes had been given the electric chair, even if it was one I'm just
Yeah.
never in contact with, that would fuck me up.
Yeah.
But how would you know though? Because you're so confined. No one's telling
Dogs
you.
don't have Facebook.
Well, the thing actually about the dogs
I
and
guess
Lady
when
and the-
people get given the electric chair, they often don't post. Oh, although I don't know anyone that's got given the electric chair.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Maybe
Well,
they
are
would
they
post on
posting-
Facebook.
Yeah,
just
about
beforehand?
about to take
Hey.
the chair, about to sit down.
Hey
post it
guys,
Insta.
I'm out. Peace.
Peace.
To,
Electric
to all the haters, fuck you.
lightning emoji, lightning emoji.
Yeah.
Well, the dogs, Lady, and the Tramp actually do leave the house sometimes to go visit each other.
Oh, they go for walks.
They go for
Yeah.
the walks.
Yeah, so I guess you could, talk to the new, dog on
Yeah.
on town.
Yeah.
So maybe there is still freedom and the lady and the tramp live happily ever after. And
Well, let's
spaghetti
hope
was
so.
good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She can
I reckon
go-
that aunt comes back and gets both dogs put down.
Wow, yeah, she really hated the dogs. Too.
Yeah.
And her
Hates
racist
them.
cats
Hates
reigned
them.
supreme.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess if I saw two dogs making out, I think it would really fuck with my worldview and maybe really be like, well, what do we know about dogs?
Yeah.
How
I
think
much
if-
that is wrong?
I think if I saw two dogs making out, I would just laugh and laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And I think like I'm the most like so we've got like a whole spectrum here
Yeah.
because Zamet changes his life. Jackson, you're full of joy.
This is
I don't
amazing.
even register it really. I'm just like, no.
I didn't know dogs could do that.
I'm like, the dogs aren't doing what I think they're doing. They're dogs. They're just eating.
Yeah, I think it just come down to the whole like, oh, I guess what I have led to believe
Yeah.
about, what people have told me is wrong, and that dogs can make out with each other, and that's
Yeah.
kind of fine. Maybe it wouldn't change my whole worldview.
Dogs can kiss. Yeah, my day's still the same.
Yeah. Fair enough. You carry on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun to watch.
Can dogs kiss already, maybe?
They always lick each other.
They sniff
Yeah.
each other's assholes.
That's
And
maybe what I'm thinking
They
of.
groom each other.
Yeah.
Do they? Dogs don't usually
Oh, no,
groom
I'm
each
thinking-
other.
No,
You're
yeah.
thinking of
I
cats.
am thinking. of
Yeah.
cats,
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess if I saw 2
I'm
dogs
the
kissing, I might just be like, oh, dogs just kiss.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not.
I guess I've never noticed that before in dogs. Anyway, off to go buy this
Yeah.
pie or whatever I'm doing.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
as a dog, a previous dog owner, then I'd be like, did my dogs hate each other?
They never kissed.
They never
Maybe they just
kissed.
weren't dating. I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
weren't they?
Oh, wait, I never owned 2 dogs. Anyway, back to guy this pie.
Yeah. Well, I have owned 2 dogs, and he's like, oh.
They never
maybe
kissed.
They never kissed.
Yeah.
Or going, maybe like, you go to a dog park and you see a bunch of dogs interacting, you're like, hey,
Any of
none
these
them-
dogs,
Oh, no.
boyfriend, girlfriend?
My dog was a loser. No one wanted to kiss my dog.
Hey, does your dog want to kiss my dog?
Oh, dude, your dog's an incel.
Okay, all right. I didn't
All
come
the
to
other
the dog
dogs are
park to get
talking
insulted.
heap shit about your dog. Haven't you heard?
Fuck,
Oh, dude, I thought you knew. It's very embarrassing. Your dog stinks.
What?
It's been going on dog 4chan.
How do you know so much about my dog?
My dog's been telling me. Your dog not talking to you? That's a red flag.
Yeah.
How much does your dog talk to you?
Heaps. We're on the phone chatting.
Where's your dog?
Oh, in the backyard.
He's got his own phone.
Yeah. I love my dog.
I bought him his own plan.
Where does he carry keep the phone?
It's a dog phone. It's on his collar.
Oh, okay.
You really... No wonder why your dog's all
just
fucked
didn't
up.
know.
Animal
What do you
abuse.
It's on his collar.
I just didn't think that. Where did you buy it?
Those pet store.
I've never seen the electronics section in a pet store. And then looking down at your dog, and your dog's just looking up at you, and you're like, "Are you pissed off with me, dude? That you don't have a dog phone?" Are you giving me the silent treatment at all
Do you
times?
think you could text other dogs and maybe meet up for a hookup if you had a dog phone? Have I stopped this?
Have I fucked up my dog's life?
Yeah.
Have I made
wrecked
my dog like this?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, if you found out that dogs can date and you're keeping your dog behind the locked door so they can't
Dude.
go out on dates, are you feeling a little bit guilty?
Well, I'm thinking it's been out of the game so long. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Also, did you neuter or spay your dog today? Then you're like,
Oh, buddy.
maybe that's good though for the dating scene, especially for an older dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want pups.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to have fun.
You had the snip of your nuts.
Snip
Yeah.
of the nuts, yes.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot to like, you know.
There's
I
a lot
guess-
to mull over. A lot to
Yeah.
think
all
about.
over. I guess yeah, it comes down to like a personal decision about
Yeah.
how you would treat your dog if you owned a dog. But if you didn't own a dog, I'd be like, well, time to go pat my cat.
Yeah. My dogs are alive, but cats aren't.
Yeah.
Oh, now got me thinking about cats being alive.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Your cats are having little full lives when you're not around.
Should I take them outside? Because I love to be outside.
Yeah.
In a
No.
little box.
Cats shouldn't be outside.
I agree.
They're bad for the environment.
Yeah, they'll eat the
Yeah.
native birds. that
Yeah,
is true,
they'll
yeah.
fuck everything up.
Plus,
Yeah.
you know, the life expectancy of an indoor cat versus an outdoor cat, it's insane.
Well, that's because
Oh,
cats
doubles.
have a
Doubles.
because there's a natural predator of a
Yeah.
cat that only exists outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The car.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think
Because
that's
cats are dumb. Then they get skittish and they hear a loud
Oh.
noise coming down the road. What if I run
I'm
in front of
going
it?
at that, yeah. It's also the natural predator of the dog, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy.
And some humans, yeah.
Yeah.
And deer,
Yeah.
kangaroos.
Kangaroos.
It's sort of an apex predator of the
Yeah.
animal kingdom.
Yeah, when
the
you
car.
think about it.
It's
the
actually at the
cars.
top of the food chain.
Well, no, the top of the food
car.
chain would be a train because that could kill a car.
Oh, trains
Under the
will,
right circumstances.
trains will absolutely destroy a car.
Yeah, that's
Is that-
true.
is
Nothing
it-
kills a train.
But it's like,
Or plane.
would a boat be a car of the sea?
Well,
No, I think a boat is one step down from a car.
Or would a submarine
No,
be
that's
the
even.
train of the car? 'Cause a submarine
No.
is the train of the sea. Because a submarine can destroy a boat.
Yeah, but a boat
there's
can
lots of
destroy-
different kinds of boats
Yeah.
where I think that falls apart.
Yeah.
There's no boat that is a car.
Well, a submarine could take out a cruise liner. I think a
yes.
submarine. There is no boat a submarine couldn't take
But there's
out.
no car equivalent of the submarine.
Uh,
I don't think it's a one-to-one.
Yeah.
Well,
Planes are the trains of the sky, though. That we can agree
oh,
on.
of course. Well,
Yeah.
if you had some kind of awesome system where you had a lot of planes connected to each other,
Yeah.
that would be the trains of the sky.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's no
Yeah.
train of the sea.
I would
No.
say when there is what film was this in where the president
Air Force One.
Air Force One? Where the president climbs from a
Maybe.
rope
Is this
from
the one
plane
where
to plane.
Steven Seagal gets
No.
sucked off into the air?
This is the one where Harrison Ford is the president?
Whatever the one is where they have to refuel the plane in midair, and so they connect the plane by a fuel line.
Yeah.
And in a sense, the two planes are connected.
I think that's Air Force One.
So
Yeah.
then, if that is the case, then I would say that could be a train.
Yes, I think that's fair.
Yeah, the president's aircraft is a train.
Well,
Yep.
this episode's gone to a lot of different places.
Yeah, and all of them good. And on that note, I've been Joel.
I've been Jackson.
I've also been Joel.
And this has been another episode of Plumbing the Death Star, Lady and the Tramp, Big Tick, done.
Yeah, I found out about the beaver asshole. So
Yeah.
they do taste like vanilla and raspberry.
So if you full on rimmed
but-
a
yeah,
beaver,
you can squeeze it out basically, but you can get them out off dead beavers. But yeah, as I suspected, the equivalent, like the economic cost.
Yeah.
It's harder to get it from beaver than it is to say
Yeah.
growing vanilla.
Well,
plant.
that's very strange.
It makes sense though, right?
Yeah, because
You
you
can
get a lot of.
Eat a vanilla
You
bean.
can grow vanilla bean.
Yeah,
You can't grow a bean.
You can't. You can farm beavers for their assholes.
Yeah, and then you can rim every single one of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
you wring them out. I'm guessing like a sponge.
Probably a beaver asshole just tastes like beaver shit. I think.
Yeah, it's the gland.
Yeah. Well.
oh, another
Bye.
good episode. Bye.